What's up, MTM family? Sam Archer here from Mastering the Man, YouTube's premier men's lifestyle channel aimed at helping you become the best version of yourself. Before we get into today's video, I just want to check in personally with you guys and thank you so much for the support. Make sure you please like, share, and subscribe. It helps the channel get noticed. It helps us reach more of our target audience. This video is a little different, so I just traveled home to spend some time with family. So this video was actually shot in the car. I spent a lot of time just riding in my thoughts a little bit, and I had been getting several messages about how to find passion, how to find purpose, and I think we focus a lot on how to find it, and we don't focus enough on what to do when we actually find it and we actually do get our passions and our purpose. This video, you're going to hear things several times that I feel are things that you need to acknowledge and notice when you're pursuing a life of passion and purpose. And those things are, you're going to need to keep God in the center of it. As the Most High, He's going to have to remain in the center of anything to be successful. You're going to realize that some people are going to fall off along the way. And you're going to have to realize that it's going to take you being disciplined and being consistent. I think if you're able to acknowledge those three things, then you will be further along in your pursuits of finding passion and purpose. But I just want to check in with you guys beforehand. Like I said, thank you guys for the love and support, and enjoy this video. Sam Archer, Mastering the Man. Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It's been a little bit. I've been traveling, visiting with family. Just wanted to check in with you guys. I personally found myself asking for things, saying that things were going to be this way and things were going to be that way, but I realized I was just kind of talking, because as soon as I started getting those things, I found myself deviating from the original plan. Even with this channel, for instance, I like to shoot myself in the gym. I like to produce content of myself in the gym because I hope that it can show others what they could possibly do in the gym, and kind of motivate myself to go and just kind of make it fun. And I like doing those. But I'm not a trainer, and I'm not a trainer for a reason. But the moment that those opportunities started to arise, I found myself, I'll train you, just because my motivation to help and encourage shifted to, okay, now I'm motivated to make some money. And I wasn't going to be able to put out the best content, the best quality of work, because that's not my motivation for this channel. Like I said, we just get to a point where our motivation shifts, and we just gotta regain control of our thoughts and regain control of our actions and what we're originally trying to do. So I wanted to make this video to kind of highlight the things that I noticed about myself, that I had to kind of admit when I was going along and searching for what I wanted to do and find passions and things that I was passionate about and find a purpose for my life. And the number one thing that I noticed while I was searching for passion and purpose was that I wouldn't be able to do it without God in the middle of it. I wasn't going to be able to have faith and be successful at creating and executing a mission that I had in mind of reaching millions of men and just trying to help my fellow brothers become the best version of themselves. I wasn't going to be able to do that without God, and I had to admit that. And the crazy thing is I told myself that early on in my journey, like, God, stay at the center of this, stay at the center of this, and allow myself to be used as a vessel. And that's my goal. You guys know I said I'm just a vessel. I just want to be used as a vessel. But I noticed that negativity and, like I said, different motivations easily crept in the moment that I started working for God, and the moment that I started working for my purpose and working for my passions. I noticed how negativity and different motivations and different people and different energies and different spirits kind of measled their way in. And once you identify, I'm just reeling back in. And this guy's over here, he got the game on front dash. But you gotta reel it back in so that you can gain control and execute the way that you plan to execute, in the way to be successful at gaining whatever you're trying to do and your purpose and your passion. The second thing that I really had to notice and had to really admit to myself was that I could potentially lose people along the way. I think we all have those aspirations and dreams that were like, hey, you know, like the whole team about to eat, the whole team about to win. But there's gonna be people on your team and around you that just aren't going to get it. They aren't going to see the vision. They aren't gonna want to know why you're being a better person. They aren't gonna want to know why you're reading more. They aren't gonna want to know why you're eating better. They're just not interested. And those may or may not be people who remove themselves out of your life. And you just have to be aware of when God is shifting you and you're shifting into your purpose. And you just have to be aware that when you're shifting into your purpose and living in your passions, some people are going to have to shift out to make room for these things. The people who will get it, they will understand, they will support. But the ones that don't get it, they just... I'll give you an example. So when I was in school, a lot of my friends know about the time that I call grind time. And this was a period of time every semester, typically the first 3 weeks, and whenever finals and stuff started stressing me out enough, just basically. But grind time was just me saying, hey guys, my focus has to be here. If you guys don't see me, if you guys don't hear from me, just make sure you check in. It's not that I'm not interested in knowing what you got going on or interested in knowing how your life is going, but my focus right now has to be here in order for me to be successful at what I'm trying to do. And your real friends, they'll understand that. They're not going to be hitting you up like, oh man, I ain't talked to you in 3 weeks, or oh man, I haven't talked to you, and blah blah blah, and trying to make you feel bad about chasing your dreams. They're not going to make you feel bad about setting aside, being intentional. They're not going to make you feel bad about being intentional with your time, and ensuring your success, because your real friends know that your success is their success. Because I'm not getting successful to never be a blessing to anybody. You know, like I think we all want to be successful so we can become blessings to a lot of people, and a lot of people that have influenced us. We want to give back and help. I think the general, like I want to believe that the general reason for prosperity is to become a blessing for other people. At least that's what I know what I'm trying to do. I want to be able to give back to my communities in a larger way, impact more people. But for right now, the ones that I can impact, the ones watching this video, the ones that are hearing me and feeling the energy that I'm putting out, those are the ones that God has entrusted me to impact, and those are the ones that I'm going to try to impact to the best of my abilities. But that's just another thing that I learned when I was, meditating and praying and pursuing my passion and trying to figure out what it is that I like to do, and kind of figuring out my mission in life and what I would be happy with doing. You got to realize that, when you're shooting for success, you might have to lose some people along the way. It just is what it is. So, like I said, the first thing, you got to remember that the same person we're all asking God to give us a sign, let me know what my purpose is, help me find my passion. We got to remember to keep him in the middle of it, keep him in the direct center of it, whatever we're doing. Allow him to work it in our favor. Don't get too You don't have to buy ads to be successful. So there's a reason that people have done it without those ads. They've been successful just by trusting. They've been successful just by being faithful. Those things do enhance and do help, but it's not necessary. You don't have to take supplements to get the body you want. Those things do help and they do enhance, but those aren't necessary requirements. There's a reason that you have to remember that you live in abundance. You have an abundance lifestyle. When you have an abundance lifestyle, you're aware that everything you need is right here for you. You don't need any other outside layers, even though some of them might help, especially for a business standpoint. Some of these things might help, but you don't have to be dependent on those. All you need to be dependent is on you doing it for the right reasons and having God in the center of it. The other thing is, you need to remember that you might lose some people along the way. And it's not to say that these aren't people that you love and you care for. And it's not to say that they'll never come back around. But you might lose some along the way when you're trying to figure out what it is to do and how you're going to do it. And you might need to lock off and close in. But like I said, the people who are supposed to be there at the end of that process, they're going to be the ones that understand, oh, okay, like the friends that I have now, they understood that, okay, Sam's in grind time. Like, it ain't no hard feelings, but he's just in grind time right now. He after it. Like, he on his mission. He on his purpose. Like, they understand it. So they're not holding that against me. They're not trying to make me feel bad about it. They're actually encouraging it. Like, oh, bro, like, is everything good before you know what I mean, before you try to let your hair down a little bit? Like, is everything good? Like, you got everything you need done? Those are the friends that you need to kind of gravitate towards, and those are the ones you kind of need to, make sure they're around you when you're succeeding and when you're when you're going for the success. Those people will help you achieve it a lot faster. The third thing that I had to admit to myself when I was pursuing my passion and my purpose was that it would take consistency from myself. And a lot of us, that's hard to admit, because with consistency comes a lot of days without the gratification. I really believe that instant gratification, instant results, microwaves, instant gratification. These things are allowing us to achieve goals at a drop of a hat. These are things that are allowing us to see goals at a drop of a hat. I want a body of I want my ultimate body, but I can see others with it on Instagram. I want to see my ultimate success, but I can see others with it through social media. It's instantly gratifying for me to say, okay, well, I want to drive a Beamer, so let me go look at somebody who's driving a Beamer, and it kind of tricks my brain to think, oh, well, if I just want to drive a Beamer or want to see what it's like to drive a Beamer, I can go right here and just get it instantly at the drop of a hat. But there's no work behind that. There's no real gratifying, and that's why you feel kind of empty after. You're okay with watching other people live out their dreams, but you don't want to live out your dream. You don't want to put the phone down for a couple minutes and just, go read that book that's going to help you get to your goals. You don't want to do that stuff. You want to instantly have it, and you want it to happen overnight, which is why everybody's chasing going viral. There's people out here who have achieved more success without going viral than the most successful viral person. It's just really about identifying what you want and being consistent and being faithful to work it out until you receive the results that you want. Basically, like I said, I had to admit to myself that it was going to take consistency. Like, guys, consistency is key. It really is. Whether that's fitness. If you want to see fitness results, you need to consistently eat right, consistently get enough sleep, consistently get enough water, and consistently work out. I mean, it's that simple. Those are the keys to finding your fitness results. Guys, in your relationships, you need to consistently work on being the best version of yourself. Consistently support and encourage your partner to be the best themselves. And consistently work on ways to improve your relationship. It's consistency. It's the same thing. The same reason that a girl is going to be more interested in the guy who constantly communicates with her versus the guy who checks in she's not going to be able to build a life off of monthly check-ins. She's not going to be able to see a life off of, a quarterly date. No. Like, she's going to see, okay, well, this guy's consistent. Is he going to be around? Is this somebody that I can go through life with? That's what a partner is for. A partner is finding somebody who you can navigate through life with, to have human experiences with, and enjoy each other's company and build each other up. And and I think that's one thing that you have to realize comes from consistency. You have to consistently work on it and make it the best thing that it ever can be. It's not going to get there any other way, right? So consistency, that's fitness. Like, if you want to consistently be better at anything in life, you need to consistently improve and consistently work on it. Life is about ever learning. It's forever learning. Come on, guys, like, get it together. I think if you can admit those three things to yourself, you are putting yourself in a great environment to achieve success and achieve your goals. That's just me personally speaking. I'm sure that people are going to hate and say, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm sure people are going to judge me and measure my life to success and to their ideas of success. And you can do that, and I might not measure up, but I'm successful in my eyes, and I'm successful in the way that I define success. So, hey, you're going to have those people, but look, I'm just telling you, try these things. If they work, they work. If they don't, try something else. But you can't just sit back and think that success is going to find you, or purpose is going to find you, or you can't sit back and think that passion and purpose are going to find you. It's not going to happen like that. I hate to say it, but it's just not going to happen like that. You have to put the work in. Faith without work is dead. Faith without work is dead, because you can just have faith all day, but if you're not putting that energy out, if you're not gravitating towards it, if you're not surrounding yourself with people around it, if you're not reading books that encourage thought about it, you're not going to get there. Simple as that. Because the thing is, you're going to get there. You might get there one day, but what are you going to do with it? You're not going to be prepared for it. That's why people who instantly gratify themselves by playing the lotto win millions, and then they're broke within 2 years, because it was instant gratification. I instantly was gratified with millions of dollars. The things that I kept saying, oh, if I just had $1 million, if I had $1 million, I'd do this. If I had $1 million, I'd do that. Yeah, you went and did it, and now you're broke, because you didn't learn or respect money in the process of doing that. You would have gotten that million and quadrupled it. You would have. But like I said, we just want things now. Not gonna work like that. And I used to be one of them people. I used to want things right now. Like, yo, give me that right now. Like, give me success right now. Give me those trophies right now. Like, no, you gotta put the work in. You gotta shed the blood, sweat, and tears. Like, even with my YouTube channel, I wanted it to be viral overnight. I wanted millions of subscribers right now. Like, but it's gonna come because I've already seen it. It's gonna come because I've already had conversations about it. It's gonna come because I'm attracting people who want to be better, who want to support and encourage other people like myself. So it's gonna come. Like, everything that I want, I know it's gonna come in the right time, and when it comes, it's not gonna leave, because what's for me is for me. So, like I said, man, you gotta realize the three things. 3 things to realize before you pursue your purpose and your passions. Can't do it without God. He must be in the center of all that you do, because this is the person that you're asking to direct you towards your passion and purpose. This is the person you're asking. 3 things to acknowledge before you pursue your purpose and passion. 1, you must keep God in the center of it. And that's just what it is. Like, the Most High, who is providing everything you need in order to pursue purpose and passion, you need to make sure they're in the center of what you're doing. I know a lot of times we try to tell ourselves that God is telling us to do something, and then we find out later that it might have been just us. But if you're gonna do it, whatever it is, put God in the center of it, and then let Him decide if it's for you or not. Put God in the center of it. Number 2, you gotta admit that you're gonna lose some people along the way, and that just is what it is. Like, it sucks, but you're gonna lose people along the way throughout life, regardless. and for different reasons, and you need to identify, what's worth it. If this person who may not be here or be around, or who hasn't been really supportive, or who hasn't motivated you in any way, if that person is really important for you to hold off for another 10 years on achieving your goals, then keep them around. I don't really care. Then keep them around. Like, if they're that important to you, then keep them around. But just know that you may be sacrificing 10 years of the promised land. You may be sacrificing 10 years of the promised land, of your ultimate success, of your ultimate happiness. If that's worth it to you, then, hey, do your thing. And then the last thing is, it's going to take consistency. It's not about being perfect every day, but it's a game of consistency. Basketball, game of runs. Who can be the most consistent during these games of runs is going to win the game. That's why they take field goal percentages. Whoever can hit the higher percentage of field goals. Come on now. It's a game of percentages. It's a game of runs. Like, life is a game of runs. Can we be consistent? Okay, I want to read every day for 30 minutes. I may not get 30 days, but I got 14. So next month, let me shoot for 15. Let me get better. I might not shoot for another 30, but shoot, let me shoot for 15 and see how many I get. Can I hit 15 straight? Can I hit 16 straight? Come on, consistency is key in whatever you do. Like, it is what it is. And I hope this volume, I hope it sounds good. Ooh, I hope this sounds good, because I'm dropping some gems. I really hope this sounds good, but if not, I'll probably just have to reshoot it. But it's good content, so. Like I said, I just want to stop in with you guys. I've been over here thinking on the road, so I just want to stop in with you guys and just, lay some things that I've been meditating about while I've been driving, and hopefully I might have a couple more from this car series that I'm doing. So I don't know. Stay tuned. Thank you guys for checking in.